Hey guys, this is Jaysen from Overhype Studios, and we are back with a new Let's Play series featuring the big world map update. You will be able to play the exact same build come next Monday, February the 29th. And in order to give you a good idea about what to expect and show off some of the new features, we decided to do a new Let's Play series, and here we are. So let's jump into the campaign. We're going to play on challenging. For all new players, I would recommend playing on even, because that's still hard enough. We're gonna name our company the Fang and Coin, and let's jump into the game. First off, we start with a little introduction to the game that will give a little bit of background on what's happening and on your role in the game world. So here we go. The first text describes that we are just a mere mercenary in another company, and we are on the hunt for Hoggart the Weasel, a famed bandit in the area. Unfortunately, Hoggart set up an ambush for our company, and before we know what's happening, there are arrows flying around and people getting massacred. We, the player, get shot with an arrow in the side, rendering us unfit for combat for the remainder of the game, but we can still help our guys with commanding what is left of the company. And when we jump into the combat, you will see Captain Bernhard, who is the current commander of the unit, who will try to make a desperate last stand against Hoggart and his bandit thugs. Here you can see him with his sword. He's already wounded. He's trying to fight off the bandits, but unfortunately he gets gutted with an axe. And now we only have 3 brothers left in the company. We are taking charge. This is Hoggart the Weasel, and the man we are after. And now we really have to take care that we are not losing what is left of the company. So we are moving up right now. Let's fly some arrows in their direction. It was a nice hit. Let's move back a little bit. I'm a little bit scared of this bandit thug. And there's Hoggart the Weasel, and he's lagging it, just like his name suggests. Moving up. And now it's time for the classical axe to the face. There you go. Let the heads fly. Now I think Ulfert can move up and shoot an arrow at short distance. Well done, nice hit. Now we double tap him with a spear. And the bandits are defeated. Unfortunately, Hoggart the Weasel escaped. And we also get our first little bit of loot. Short sword and a hatchet. 2 small shields. Good stuff. And now we can see what's happening next. I won't read all the text. It will take too long. But in the text, the men that are left over discussed that you, the player, would make a good leader of the company, and that we shall get back to the nearest settlement that hired us to kill Hoggart. And as we killed his band of thugs, we should get paid for what we did. And in fact, as we return to Blankwasser, our contract giver, or the man who hired us, he's called Aldemar the Counselor. He will pay us for our efforts, and of course we accept. And at this point we can decide if we want to finish our contract and kill Hoggart, or if we want to skip the rest of the introduction and head off on our own. So I think we will try to kill and find Hoggart, and that's what we'll do. Yeah, some details on what you have to do next, and also your men are giving you some advice on what to do. So as you can see, Blankwasser is a very small fishing village in the very north of the land. What you can see here is that we have the completely new world map. It's pretty large, and this is only the part where there is a civilization, so it is known, and the rest of the world is hidden in the fog. Over here there's mainly like orcs, goblins, undeads. It's really dangerous to go there, but of course you can find ruins and treasures over there. Anyways, let's get back to this. This is Blankwasser. This is a small fishing village. And as our company has been decimated a lot, we should get some new men. But over here, there's only a few men. And of course, there's a fisher and some vagabonds. So these are not very good mercenary material. Also, when we look at the marketplace, there's not a lot of equipment here. So what the men suggest is that we go to Birkehovel. And this is a bigger city over here. And we should go there to find some proper mercenaries and buy some proper gear. So we can come back and finish our Hoggart business without getting massacred again. So what you have to do is now is recruit at least 3 men and buy some weapons and armor for them. So this is something that should come naturally, because with only 3 men you're not in a position to do a proper fight. But we felt that many new players missed a little bit of this and tried to do like the first combat assignments with just 3 guys, and of course they got slaughtered. So what you can see here is a small village again, and you can see the attached locations. The attached locations over here is like a watchtower, workshop. Here we have a blast furnace, barracks, militia barracks. These are all belonging to Birkehovel. And let me just quickly finish that. The attached locations will determine what you can actually buy in the city. So when you have a workshop like this one, there will be tools and supplies in the city. And of course this goes for other buildings as well. Like if you have an amber collector, you will be able to buy amber. So let's have a quick look at this, because your companions will give you some advice. They tell you that you should hire some more men, and also that you should have a look in the tavern. And maybe to get some drinks, pick up some rumors, and so on. So bigger cities usually have a tavern. Maybe we should just go in there. So during nighttime you can see that all the shops are closed, but the tavern is open. So let's have a quick look into the tavern. You can do two things. You can share news and rumors with the patrons, or you can pay around for your men to lift the spirits. Let's have a quick look here. So we are talking to a patron, and he's telling us heard of Forgotten Ruins. People say it's haunted, the dead walking and all, somewhere northeast of here. Maybe someone else in Birkehovel can tell you more. So what this is that this guy is telling us there's the Forgotten Ruins, there's a location, and it's northeast of the city. So what we learned now is that northeast of here, it's probably around here, there will be a location that we can attack and plunder. So it's always worth to stop by and have a look in the tavern. But we have wanted to hire some men and buy some equipment. So what we're going to do now to make the time fast forward a little bit more better, we're going to camp. Oh, it's almost always daytime, so we do a little camp that increases the time that's passing by, and also increases the rate at which you fix armor and heal your guys. So this is the settlement during the day. It's a castle, it's a military settlement, and as a military settlement, of course, there's an armorer and a weaponsmith. The weapons and armor you can buy in these are very high quality and very expensive. You can look at this, like 4,000 crowns, that's a lot of money. Same goes for the armorer. He has the best armor in the game, but it's really, really, really expensive. So in the beginning it's not worth looking there, because we cannot afford it with our 2,000 crowns. So let's hire some new guys. And there you can see something new as well. You can hire guys with who have actually already a level. So these are experienced mercenaries, experienced fighters, and of course the price changes accordingly. This guy is like almost 10,000 crowns. Anyways, let's look for some cheaper guys. Let's hire this vagabond. These guys are all very expensive. Let's hire a messenger. That should be okay. And a wild man. I always like the wild man. So who else? I think that's it. The others are really expensive, and 6 guys are enough for now. So let's grab some shields. Always grab shields in the beginning. This is some sheep armor. That's pretty decent. We're gonna grab that real quick. And we're gonna need some more weapons. Let's grab 2 clubs, and a pitchfork. What else? Let's grab a helmet or 2. And I think we're pretty much set. Just gonna have to dish out all the armor to our guys. Have a quick look at the stats. So this guy is the messenger. He has a pretty high melee skill, and that's why I'm giving him the pitchfork to stand in the second line and pitchforking everyone. This is Walter the Hammer, wild man. He is pretty strong. He has a lot of fatigue, so I'm gonna give him an armor, maybe an X shield, little helmet. There you go. But this is the head chopper. It's an absolutely awesome weapon. It's an orc weapon. It does an insane amount of damage, but also it requires a lot of fatigue to use it properly. Gonna keep that one. It's really strong. Let's give you a shield, short sword, and the helmet. Okay, so I think we are pretty much set. What we introduced with the new update is different foods. Now you can see here that there's just one stack of each food item, and they have different prices and different durabilities. So the cheaper the food, the sooner it will spoil. And our food over here only keeps us fed for 3 days. So we soonishly should grab some more food. Let's head back to Blankwasser. I think there was a fishing village, fishing huts, and fishing huts always show that there will be fish you can buy. It's of course it's cheaper to buy fish produced here than something here. What else you can see is like we have footprints now. He wants to take the shortcut. We have footprints that are left by all parties. So when you see them in the wild, you can follow them, and they probably belong to some bandits or whatever. And this way you can, when you're traveling through the wilderness, you can see other parties. They increase with size of the party. So it's just a trading cavern. It's only 3 guys. That's a really small footsteps. And a big orc horde will have like really big footsteps. Also the orc footsteps will look differently. So now let's return to Adema, the counselor. Now we have prepared for battle. And Adema now tells us where we can find Hogarth, the weasel. And we have to go there and finish our business to get paid. We will return with his head. Okay, so now where is he? He's right down here. I don't want to attack at night. So what I will do is I'm gonna camp over here to forward time it a little bit and attack during the day. Let's wait for dawn, and now we can head out and finish what we've started. Then we just randomly discovered an ancient ruins, and these are just like in the old builds of the game. You can find ruins like this all throughout the country. The thing is, sometimes you will not be able to scout who is in there, so when you go in there you don't really know how strong the enemies are, and it may be possible that you have to retreat, so better prepare well. Okay, here's the bandit troop. I can't see Hogarth yet. I think we're gonna wait for them to come closer until we start firing. We're gonna wait with our guys. Yeah, luckily he missed. Wait. So when waiting, you can you just skip your turn, and then you get placed at the end of the turn order. You can only do it once though per turn, and it will decrease your initiative for the next turn. Okay, they're moving up. They're moving into a position where I can actually attack him. Now with Walter as the guy is a wild man with the brutal cleaver. 46% is not really good, but wow, well done. He also got a bleeding effect. Now we can try and fire some arrows. This guy with the great axe is pretty dangerous, so we're gonna fire at him. Unfortunately, no hits. Gonna move up with Wilderich and try to finish off this guy. Well done. Well done. So this increased morale. You can see the little blue flag giving us a combat bonus, and here's a little white flag, and he's got a wavering morale now, decreasing his fighting capabilities. Now let's move up with Hermann. He's got the pitchfork. You remember that he can attack over a tile, so I can attack this guy, although he's standing far away. Unfortunately we missed. Move up Kurt with his spear, he missed also. It's not very good. I'm a little scared of this guy with the two-handed axe, but I will place Gernot here and do a defensive maneuver, the shield wall, to protect against any attacks. And that was the first turn. Okay, these bandit marksmen, he's got a short bow. They're not really that good at shooting, so we don't have to be scared right now. Okay, so the bandit thug destroyed my shield. That's lying on the ground, it's not very good. And this is Hoggart the Weasel, and he's got a chainmail, but fortunately he doesn't have a helmet, so if I hit him in the head he will be gone in maybe 1 or 2 blows. Anyways, let's wait with Wilderich. Time for some pike action. Yes, I hit him. Gonna move up a little. The problem is now that all of these guys are in melee. It's a pretty high chance I hit my own guy, but I'm gonna take the risk. Unfortunately, no hits. Kurt can use a spear. Spear has a very high chance to hit, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. I'm gonna focus on this guy. Well done. Well done, Gernot. That was a pretty good strike. Now the question is, I only have 26% to hit Hoggart. I think I'm gonna turtle a little bit, use the shield wall and just one attack. Oh, well done, I hit him. Walter the Hammer is actually doing a really good job. It's just a 50%, these 50% hit chances are not very good, but if it hits with the axe, it does a lot of damage. Unfortunately, it didn't. So next turn, Hoggart the Weasel is doing a riposte and a shield wall, so attacking him now is pretty dangerous. The riposte means that if I attack him and don't hit, then he will get a counter attack. Okay, so Hermann is gonna try and hit with his pike. Well done. Now this guy with the spear, he has pretty high chance to hit, especially as Wilderich the Ox doesn't have a shield. Let's move up and try to kill this guy down here. Unfortunately we missed. And Gernot now has the chance to kill him. Well done. That was important because that axe can really wreck you with just one hit. Fire at this guy. Well done. And it's axe time. 50% again. Wow, well done. Head flying through the air. That was nasty. Now we can really pile on the Weasel. I'm still gonna turtle up here. It was just 11%. Now the thing is with riposte, when I attack over a tile distance, he cannot retaliate. So that's always a very good thing. And I hit him. Awesome. Okay, now I have to catch that marksman in the back. Just gonna move up Kurt and I think Gernot as well. So Wilderich is trying to kill Hoggart. He's probably gonna run away. Yes, he's trying to save his life. And maybe I can catch him. Later we're gonna get some war dogs to catch the guy. Let's move into a better firing position. So Hoggart is still playing defensive. I only got 11%, so nah, that's not really what I want to do. Okay, so now he's using a shield wall all the time. So away with the shield. You're gonna use the split shield from the axe, and his shield is gone. So now he cannot use the shield wall ability, and his defense is decreased a lot. It's always very helpful to have a guy with a big ass axe in your party. Well done, hit again with the pike. He's running. He will flee the battlefield. I think it's next turn he will flee. Yeah, I'm not getting him. But anyways, it's all about Hoggart. It's not about that some random dude. Let's fire at it. 44% is pretty decent. Oh, missed. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Well done. Walter the Hammer is like really hero of the day. I said that the wild man is always very good. and he left. So we won our first battle. Well, technically not the first, but the second. But we killed Hoggart, and we didn't lose a guy. We took a little bit of damage, and we've got our first level up on Wilrich, but he did a really great job. And we got our first loot. Okay, what do we have here? Short sword, very good. Falchion is a really good weapon in the beginning of the game. Another axe, we don't need that. It's a pretty decent helmet. We've got some crowns, some tools and supplies for repairing armor, some ammo to refill, some medicinal supplies to heal up, some food, and wow, a keg of beer. That's awesome. We take that. Now it's time to head back to the city of Blankenwasser. So this is a short text that describes the aftermath of the battle and how our guys take the head of Hoggart the Weasel. And things like that will be pretty common in the game, so it's not really for the faint-hearted. So let's throw the head towards the feet of our employer. And what you can see here is that we get some advice from Ulfert. He tells us how to repair items and how to rest and heal wounds. Well, this is part of the introduction in trying to give newer players some indication on what to do and how to survive in the game. So this is how we return the quest and cash in. And that's the last part of the introduction. So from now on you will be on your own in the world, and you can basically travel anywhere, take up contracts, and search out ruins, do whatever you basically want. So what we're gonna do here is first of all we're gonna see what we can sell. I don't like these small shields, we're gonna sell those. This as well. We should get some food, because this is a fishing village. You can buy dried fish very cheap, fill up our provisions. And another thing that's new to the game is trading goods. So what we can see here is amber shards. If you just quickly go out of the city, you can see over here is amber collector, and these are small huts where people along the shorelines walk up and down the beach and collect little amber shards to make jewelry out of. It's a really popular trading good. So you can buy these and sell them in bigger cities to make a little profit on the side. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep enough money for to keep us going for 4 days. That should be enough. And what we'll do next is head out for the next bigger city, and then we're going to try to make a quick coin with our newly acquired amber shards. So this is it for today, and I'm going to prepare a couple of more episodes, and I hope the introduction was not too boring. As I said before, you can skip it once you've played it for the first time, and I hope that we're gonna have some really, really intense fights coming up, and with our Coin and Fang company. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye.